As a psychic medium and master card investigator, I have a very, very underrated deck that I have. And I actually don't really tell a lot of people about this just because when I'm doing like corporate espionage or, accounting forensics or something along those lines, right? I generally don't like to break out a deck that has fairies. It generally gives people a little like, what, right? I'll whip out my Eurotrash deck, the Kipper. It's like very like masculine and like, this is who did it. And this one actually is the deck that gives me more information on a person or a situation than probably all of my decks combined. Now, I have gotten into the habit of buying doubles of my decks. So this is actually 2 decks, okay? And if you're like, what is it? It's going to be linked down below. I will get a small commission if you purchase through my link, and that would be lovely of you. Thank you so much for that energetic exchange and gift. But the reason why is, first of all, so this deck is made by Brian Froud, and he was the illustrator of, oh goodness, now I'm in float, I can't remember it now, but it'll be linked down below, and it's called the Oracle of the Fairy, and it's the crappiest quality of deck of cards I have ever had. When I got this, because it had really bad reviews, and one of my favorite readers that it was just swore by it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And I was just really put off by the quality. And I heard that the quality was bad, but the quality is bad. The card stock, and it's never gotten better. But the artwork is absolutely, oh, the Dark Crystal. He is the illustrator of the Dark Crystal for some of my baby boomers back in the day. I think you would remember that. And so he did a couple of Oracle decks, and they're very, very intricate. And that is the chef's kiss delight of this deck. Sorry, I'm spitting all over the place. And the reason why I say that is because this book is so thick. So I don't have it on me. I actually have it somewhere around, but I'm in the middle of like rearranging and getting stuff. So I was just like, let me go ahead and sit down and do this, or else I'm not going to, right? It's sloppy execution is better than perfect planning. So the reason why is all of these fairies, each one of these, a regular book, you might get like a tiny little book. This comes in like a whole like fairy, like the Grimm Aesop's Fables type of, it's a huge book, and the descriptions on here are so detailed. And then it goes into the reverse descriptions along with just the regular descriptions. So when you get to know the characters in this deck, like the back of your hand, and because the descriptions of them are so precise, that when you really start working with this deck and you start doing behavior profiling, right? I am talking about this will bring out the story like nobody's business. Now, it's a very finicky deck. For me, it only likes to come out in 4s. It will not do past, present, and future. It will only come out in 4s. It will only go past, which I do prefer, right? I don't really like going to the future. Yes, I can pull cards on the future, but we all have free will. So there's no point in doing that unless nothing is going to change. If it's a situation where there's someone there, there's no change, right? And nothing else can happen, any outward, situation, then yeah, I can definitely predict the future with cards, but I prefer not to, because again, that's literally the point of what we do. We're like air traffic control. We're like, hey, this is the hazmat on the landing strip before you try and land the plane. Right. And so you're able to make decisions and navigate social situations in order to change what the outcome is. So I do not like working in like, well, this might be, I like working absolutes, and I have to in my line of work. I'm getting people out of legal situations like divorces and embezzlement and, some real situations with real consequences. Right. So I can't afford to be dilly-dallying around and being like, the King of Swords. That's why I rarely use tarot when I'm divinating for investigative work. I use it as a supporting deck, but because it is based in archetypes and I like things that are like hard and fast rules. This is definitely one of those decks. Pardon me again. This is definitely one of those decks that if you really want to hone your skills, go out and pick it up. And please use my link. I would love that. Follow for more.